Hi guys, today I'm here to talk a little bit about a few self-massage techniques that I want to share with you. It helps us be more calm and centered, and I think it's really a nice addition to our recovery and just overall promotes that sense of well-being. So I'm going to talk about the hands and the feet, and we'll do a little bit of neck and shoulders too. But hands and feet are so important because that's where all of our nerve endings are, so they're highly sensational areas. So let's go ahead and start out with our hands. If you can find some lotion, or if you have massage oil, that's great. Lotion will work. Sometimes you may have to reapply it because it does tend to dry out and get a little sticky. So start out with just massaging your hands, getting them lubricated with some type of massage cream. So if you can push your sleeves up, because we are actually going to start with our forearms. Right in here is a very sensational area. A lot of people fight with tennis elbow. This is the area that tennis elbow is in. And in here is what is called golfer's elbow. So you can do some compression, or you can just do simply with your fingertips, do some massage to glide up and down. And when you're done doing that, and this is all at your own pace, go at whatever pace is good for you. This is not a race. And I'm just going to show you the techniques. You can linger in each spot for however long you want and is necessary. So then come up here through the palm. This is where you hear people talk about, oh gosh, I just went blank on the name of the wrist, carpal tunnel. So this is where all those nerves go through. It's a small space, so it can get congested. So really massage that area. You can go up and down or make little circles. And then we're going to go into the fat pad of our hands, working up through there. If you have arthritis starting in your joint, I always tell people to start down here. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that is what affects here, because we have muscles, tendons, ligaments, and they start at an origination spot and an insertion spot. So if we keep the beginning and end soft and relaxed, then it lets the belly of the muscle relax too. It holds our Golgi tendon reflexes, and that's what tells our muscle to relax. So take your thumb and you can do cross fiber friction across the palm and go all the way to every area of your body of the hand, and then also do the side in there too. And do that as many times as you would like. Just rubbing that out, and when you feel a sensational spot, stop and work on it for a minute. Then you can take the fingers and start from the base and pull out. That feels very good, and again, do this as many times as you want. You can also turn it over and start from the base and push up on the inside of the palm. And then also, if you want to just grab a hold of the end, if it's not too slippery, and give a little tug on your fingers, that sometimes feels nice. And then you're just going to repeat that over and over again as many times as necessary on that arm. And then we're going to switch to the other arm. I'm going to put a little more lotion. And if you are using lotion, you probably will have to apply more than one time. Like I said, it tends to dry out and get a little sticky. It doesn't glide as easily. So we're going to work the outside here, which is commonly referred to as the tennis elbow. And you can also work the inside, which is commonly referred to as the golfer's elbow. So you can either do a gliding motion, a little bit of a twisting motion, or compression. And then we're going to go up through the carpal tunnel area, work that. And also, if you want to turn your hand side to side and front and back, that's also something that you can do on each hand. And so we're going to start out with this fat pad area. That seems to be the most tender area. And I have arthritis in this thumb because of years and years of doing my medical massage practice. So I always work in here. This is a sensitive area. So we're going to just do strokes across the palm of the hand as many times as necessary, and then press up through the fingers. Press up through the fingers. Work it from a different direction if necessary. And when you're doing this on yourself, go slowly. This is not a race, just whatever feels good. And if you want to hold on to the end and pull, you can do that. And when you're done with all that, cross your hands and let's just do some rotation and then go in the other direction. And then I want you to do a stretch through there and then turn it around and do a stretch this way. I also want you to take your hands and pull them back and then put pressure on your fingers there and then down, down, and then sideways and then out to the side. So we're going to do the same thing here and then right here. So next we are going to go to the lower legs, and it's very similar in what we just did with the upper body. So if you find a position, you'll have to get in a position that is comfortable for you. We're going to start from the knee and work our way down. These are our peroneal muscles. We use them a lot in walking and running, so they're very tender, but that feels really good. You can just hook your fingertips and press up and down as much as you want, and then rub the top of your foot. And behind the ankles on each side is another sensational spot to do. But with the feet, you're just going to turn them upside down. And again, we will work from the base of the heel, the side of the heel, and then just rub the kind of belly of the foot. If you believe in Chinese medicine, everything in the feet corresponds to different places in the body. The toe, the big toe, and along the rim, that's the head, neck, and shoulders. So, and those are usually very highly sensational areas. So just work in there through the toes, and you're just looking for congestion, places that stop your hands. I call it being encumbered. If you run into a place that you feel is encumbered, stop and work it a little bit more. And this also, if you believe in this, aids in digestion. This would be your intestines. You can work in a clockwise motion, and that will help your bowels move if you believe in that type of Chinese medicine. So do that for as long as you wish. And then we're going to switch to the other leg and do the same thing again. This is also a good opportunity to work on balance if you're doing this on one leg. I hope nobody sees me falling here. So we're going to do the same thing, work up and down. We're going to work those peroneals or your shin muscles. Work the ankle area. Rub along the top of the feet. And of course, you might want to set this to some relaxing music, maybe a dimmer lights, a calmer environment. And we start working on the heels and then up through the belly of the feet and in and through the toes. Just explore. Take your time and explore what feels good to you. It's kind of like we talk about with tottering in our addiction recovery program. You find out what feels good and then you do that more, or if it doesn't, you do it less. So it's just a simple principle that applies really to every area of our body. So after that, then we want to go to the neck and shoulders a little bit. And I want you to start out by taking the left arm across and reaching it around and kind of hugging your body. And at the same time, take your fingers and walk along. These are our rotator cuff muscles. You can just walk around and feel if there are tension spots there that need to be addressed. If they are, then stop and press on those. And then also take your arm up and behind, and you can continue that process of reaching and feeling. There's usually some tender places there. And when you find a tender spot, just let your fingers stop and hold, or you can rub in a circle motion, or you can just do more cross fiber friction like that. And then reach your hand behind and up your back, and you're going to press around in here to see where the tender spots are. This is called your thoracic outlet. You've got all these tendons, ligaments, and muscle attachments happening right here. This is a very high traffic area. People end up with shoulder surgery. So just walk around your fingers in this area till it feels good, and just hold pressure wherever it feels sensitive. Drop this right hand and drop your right ear to the right shoulder, and you should be able to feel the nice stretch in through here. And then take your chin and turn it toward your shoulder. And again, you should be able to feel a nice stretch as well. We're going to drop that hand gently. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. Reach across, feel around for wherever there might be some tightness or congestion. It's nice if you can get someone else to do this for you too. That's even better. And then take your arm up and behind and continue to feel around. And then when you're done with that, you're going to take the arm behind and feel here in through the shoulder area. Walk around, go to the back, and then come forward again. Then you can drop this when you're done, and use your fingers to feel around on your shoulders. You have kind of a fat pad. It's not a fat pad, but it's your thicker muscular area here. Just walk around there. You can do one side at a time. Feel for where there are tender spots. If you get a tender spot, I like to just stop and hold. Just stop and hold, and with each breath, try to relax it a little more so it kind of starts to melt away if you're patient with that. You can also do pressure, or you can do circles. And try all three. See what you respond to the best. And then if you want to go up your neck, you can do the same principle. Feel for a tender spot. When you find a tender spot, you can stop and hold. You can rub in a circle. Or one thing that I really like to do, because if you feel a tender spot, it usually means a vertebrae is out of place. Hold and gently turn your neck side to side. And that hopefully will release the tension and allow that vertebrae to go back in place. So walk that down. Do the same thing to the other side. Walk up your neck. You're looking for any tender spots. If you find one, stop. Either hold, do a circle, or the cross fiber friction. Or my favorite is holding and just gently moving your head side to side and allow that to slip back in place. That is really the main areas that you can do for self massage and relaxation. You can always work up in through your head. There are different places that feel fabulous in through your head and your hair, but explore, just see what feels good to you, what's most calming to you. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you give it a try. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.